To whom much is given, much will be required. Luke 12:48. Let's begin with a truth that will rattle your soul. Being chosen is not a gift, it's a responsibility. If you felt that pull, that undeniable calling that sets you apart, then this video is for you. It's not for the casual seeker, the spiritually curious, or the passerby. This is dedicated to the chosen ones, those who carry a divine mission etched in their soul. If you're still here, then you already know that your journey is different. You've felt it. Life hasn't been kind or ordinary, has it? Your struggles cut deeper, your victories taste sweeter, and your path is often lonely. Why? Because you're set apart for a purpose larger than yourself. But hear me clearly. Just as you are chosen, you can also be unchosen. Yes, it's possible to lose that sacred connection, to slip from the high vibration that aligns you with divine purpose. And that's what this video is about, revealing the hidden traps that can strip you of your status as a chosen one. This message is not just information, it's activation. If you stay with me, I promise you'll leave with the tools to protect your sacred status and elevate your spiritual path. But if you click away, if you let distractions win, then perhaps you're not ready for this level of insight. You see, many people believe that once chosen, always chosen. But that's a lie. Being chosen is not a permanent badge. It's a living, breathing relationship with the divine. And like any relationship, it requires care, attention, and respect. Let's face it, being chosen isn't easy. Sometimes it feels more like a burden than a blessing. You face tests others will never understand. You carry wisdom that makes you feel old before your time. And the world often misunderstands your purpose, leaving you isolated. But there's a reason for it all. The divine doesn't choose the weak or the faint-hearted. You were selected because you have the strength, the courage, and the potential to carry out a mission that changes the world. Yet, here's the truth many won't tell you. Your status is conditional. Divine favor flows when you are aligned, disciplined, and humble. But stray too far, and the universe will realign itself without you. Today, we'll expose the silent saboteurs that threaten your position. They're not always obvious, but they creep into your life disguised as habits, attitudes, or even people. These are the forces that lower your vibration, break your focus, and disconnect you from your purpose. We'll talk about ego, how pride can blind you to the divine light. We'll explore the dangers of neglecting discipline, the toxic influences that drain your energy, and the paralyzing power of fear and doubt. And most importantly, we'll discuss what happens when spiritual gifts are misused, when the very blessings that set you apart become tools for selfish gain. But don't worry. If you've stumbled, you're not alone. Even the chosen ones falter. What matters is recognizing the missteps and course-correcting before it's too late. This message is not for everyone. Some will dismiss it, thinking it doesn't apply to them. But you're still watching because you know this is for you. Deep down, you recognize the truth when you hear it. So let's make an agreement. Stay with me until the end. Open your heart and listen with your soul. By the time we're done, you'll have the insight you need to safeguard your status as a chosen one and take your spiritual journey to the next level. Before we dive deeper, I want you to reflect on this. The divine chooses those who are ready, but staying chosen requires you to keep showing up. This video isn't just a warning, it's a lifeline. It's here to remind you of the sacred contract you carry and to help you avoid the pitfalls that could jeopardize your purpose. So, are you ready to take this journey? Let's start shielding ourselves by gaining awareness of the saboteurs, what it means to be a chosen. One, being a chosen one isn't about titles, accolades, or recognition from the world. It's about a sacred alignment, a deep connection to divine energy, and a purpose far greater than yourself. The term chosen one resonates differently for each person, but at its core, it means being called to live in service of a higher purpose, one that requires sacrifice, discipline, and unwavering faith. If you've ever wondered what sets you apart from the rest, let's unpack the essence of what it truly means to be chosen. A life marked by divine calling. Chosen ones don't choose themselves. They are chosen by a force far greater. This calling often emerges early in life, sometimes in subtle whispers, other times as a thunderous roar that shakes your very being. Have you felt it? That persistent nudge urging you towards something bigger. It's as if life itself conspires to push you onto a path you didn't plan for, but somehow know is yours. Being chosen means living in alignment with this calling. It's not just about possessing spiritual gifts. It's about using those gifts to fulfill a divine mission. Whether it's healing others, spreading wisdom, or creating change in the world, your role is unique, and no one else can do it quite like you. But here's the paradox. The calling is often accompanied by trials. The divine chooses those who can endure the fire, knowing it will refine, not destroy, them. The weight of the sacred contract. At the heart of being chosen lies a sacred contract, a spiritual agreement made between your soul and the divine before you were even born. This contract outlines your purpose and the responsibilities that come with it. It's not a small thing to be chosen. The divine entrusts you with extraordinary gifts and expects you to use them wisely. These gifts could be heightened intuition, the ability to inspire others, or a profound connection to spiritual truths. But with great power comes great responsibility. Your sacred contract requires you to maintain integrity, humility, and faith, even when the path gets difficult. Deviating from your purpose doesn't just affect you, it ripples outward, impacting those you are meant to help and inspire. How the divine sets you apart. What sets you apart from others isn't arrogance or superiority, it's the energy you carry. Chosen ones vibrate at a higher frequency, which often makes them feel different, even alienated from the world around them. You're highly intuitive. You sense things others don't. Whether it's reading emotions, predicting outcomes, or feeling the energy of a room, your intuition is a compass guiding you toward your purpose. Your life attracts tests and challenges. It often feels like a series of trials, but these aren't punishments. They're lessons designed to strengthen you for your mission. Each challenge you face is a spiritual training ground, preparing you for the responsibilities that come with being chosen. You feel a deep connection to the divine. Whether through prayer, meditation, or moments of stillness, you've experienced the undeniable presence of the divine. This connection fuels your purpose and reminds you that you are never truly alone. The duality of blessing and burden. Here's the truth many won't tell you. Being chosen is both a blessing and a burden. The blessings are obvious. You're gifted with abilities and insights that can transform lives, including your own. But the burden is just as real. Many chosen ones feel misunderstood, even by those closest to them. Your journey often requires solitude, which can feel isolating. But this isolation is also a gift, allowing you to hear the whispers of the divine more clearly. The weight of your purpose can feel overwhelming. You're not just living for yourself. You're living for a mission that impacts countless others. Unlike others, you're held to a higher standard. The divine expects you to lead by example, to walk in truth even when it's inconvenient. But remember, this duality exists to shape you, not to break you. It's in the tension between blessing and burden that you grow into your fullest potential, the power of alignment. At its core, being a chosen one is about alignment, living in harmony with your sacred contract and divine purpose. When you're aligned, everything flows. You feel connected, empowered, and guided by a force beyond yourself. But when you're out of alignment, life feels chaotic. Doors close, energy drains, and doubt creeps in. That's why maintaining alignment is crucial. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. Alignment requires daily practices that nurture your connection to the divine. Meditation, prayer, journaling, or even quiet reflection can help you stay centered, living as a beacon for others. Chosen ones are meant to inspire. Whether you realize it or not, your journey lights the way for others. People are drawn to your energy, your wisdom, and your authenticity. They see in you a glimpse of what's possible when someone lives in alignment with their higher purpose. But remember, this influence is a responsibility. Use it wisely, lead with humility, and never forget that your gifts come from a divine source, the essence of being. Chosen to be chosen is to walk a sacred path, one filled with challenges, blessings, and opportunities for profound growth. It's not an easy path, but it's a meaningful one. If you're still wondering whether you're a chosen one, let me tell you this. If you feel the truth of these words deep in your soul, then yes, you are. You've been set apart for a purpose. Honor it, protect it, and most importantly, live it. Because the world needs you now more than ever. The silent saboteurs. What can strip you of your status? Being a chosen one is both a privilege and a responsibility. Yet this sacred position isn't guaranteed forever. While the divine sets you apart, your ability to remain in alignment with your calling depends on your actions, mindset, and spiritual discipline. The forces that strip you of your status as a chosen one aren't always obvious. They creep in silently, disguised as habits, attitudes, or influences. Let's uncover these silent saboteurs and how they can dismantle your connection to divine purpose. Ego and spiritual arrogance. Ego is a master of disguise, weaving itself into the very fabric of spirituality when we least expect it. For chosen ones, it's a particularly insidious trap. What begins as genuine alignment with a divine calling can subtly transform into a sense of superiority, distorting the sacred path. The humility that once connected you to the divine purpose is replaced with pride, and spiritual arrogance takes root. This silent saboteur works in whispers, convincing you that being chosen makes you better, more deserving, or more enlightened than others. The ego thrives on separation. It builds walls between you and the people you're meant to serve. The essence of being a chosen one lies in humility, service, and surrender to divine will. But ego inverts this. It turns spiritual gifts into tools for self-glorification. Instead of seeing your purpose as a chance to uplift others, ego convinces you that you are the source of the light, not a vessel for it. This illusion is where the danger begins. Once spiritual arrogance takes hold, it begins to isolate you. People sense the shift in your energy. They can feel when humility has been replaced by pride. Those who were once drawn to your authenticity begin to withdraw, leaving you disconnected from the community you're meant to guide. This isolation isn't merely social, it's spiritual. The divine cannot flow freely through a heart clouded by ego. Another consequence of ego is a distorted perception of your purpose. You may begin to prioritize self-interest over service. The mission that was once about spreading wisdom, healing, or love becomes an avenue for recognition, power, or control. This shift creates a disconnection from the higher forces that chose you. The divine chooses individuals for their willingness to serve, not for their desire to rule. Ego also halts growth. It convinces you that you've already arrived, that you no longer need to learn or evolve. This stagnation is dangerous for chosen ones because the spiritual path is one of constant refinement. To stop growing is to stop aligning with the divine purpose. The ego doesn't announce itself loudly. It seeps in quietly. It's often disguised as confidence or conviction, making it difficult to recognize. The key to overcoming it is cultivating humility. True humility isn't about denying your gifts or downplaying your purpose. It's about acknowledging that these gifts are not your own. They are divine tools entrusted to you for a higher purpose. Humility restores your connection to the divine. It reminds you that your role as a chosen one is about service, not self-importance. It aligns you with the universal principles of love, compassion, and surrender, clearing the way for divine energy to flow freely through you. Humility grounds you in gratitude, reminding you that every step of your journey is guided by something far greater than yourself. To remain aligned, you must practice constant self-awareness. The journey of a chosen one demands vigilance. Ego is persistent, always seeking an opportunity to reassert itself. When you feel its presence, pause and reflect on your intentions. Ask yourself whether your actions are guided by love and service, or by the need for validation and recognition. Recommit to your purpose, remembering that the divine chose you not because you were perfect, but because you were willing. Ego may try to pull you away from your path, but humility will always bring you back. The divine does not seek perfection, it seeks authenticity. Stay humble, stay grounded, and remember that your gifts are meant to be shared, not hoarded. In humility lies your true strength as a chosen one. Lack of discipline. Discipline is the foundation upon which your status as a chosen one is built. Without it, the connection to your divine purpose begins to waver, and the energy that once flowed freely through you starts to diminish. Being chosen is not just a designation, it's an ongoing commitment. Discipline is the bridge that keeps you aligned with your higher self and the divine forces guiding your path. When that discipline falters, everything else begins to unravel. The journey of a chosen one requires consistency. The spiritual gifts you possess are not static. They are dynamic and require nurturing. Like a flame, they must be tended or they risk flickering out. Practices like meditation, prayer, grounding, and self-reflection aren't optional. They are essential. These rituals aren't just acts of devotion, They are acts of alignment, keeping you tethered to your mission and to the higher power that chose you. When discipline is lacking, you open the door to distraction and disconnection. Life's chaos begins to dominate your energy, pulling you away from the clarity and focus required to fulfill your purpose. This disconnection doesn't happen all at once. It creeps in slowly, masked as harmless neglect. Perhaps you skip a day of meditation or put off a moment of stillness, thinking it's no big deal. But over time, these small choices accumulate, creating a widening gap between you and your spiritual center. The absence of discipline creates space for negativity to take root. Without regular practices to clear your energy, you become more susceptible to external influences that weigh down your vibration. Stress, fear, doubt, and even toxic relationships can begin to cloud your path. These forces thrive in the absence of spiritual maintenance, making it harder to discern your purpose and stay aligned with your calling. Discipline isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. Many chosen ones mistakenly believe that falling off the path is a failure, but this is not the case. The true failure lies in refusing to return to the path. Discipline is not a rigid set of rules. It's a commitment to return to alignment, no matter how many times you stumble. Without discipline, your spiritual gifts may begin to diminish. These gifts are not yours to keep. They are entrusted to you for a higher purpose. The divine provides them to those who are willing to cultivate them, but neglecting this responsibility can result in those gifts fading. It's not a punishment. It's a natural consequence of disconnection. When you're not actively nurturing your alignment, the energy that supports your gifts wanes. The lack of discipline also leads to missed opportunities. The divine works through synchronicity, opening doors and presenting moments for growth and service. But if you're not attuned to the flow of your purpose, you may overlook these moments. Without regular spiritual practices, you lose the sensitivity required to recognize and act on divine guidance. Rebuilding discipline starts with small, intentional steps. It's not about overhauling your entire life in a single moment, but about recommitting to practices that ground you. Begin with one act of alignment each day, whether it's 5 minutes of stillness, a heartfelt prayer, or writing in a journal. These small actions create ripples, gradually restoring your connection to the divine. Consistency is key. Even when you don't feel like it, show up for your practices. Spiritual discipline isn't about feeling motivated. It's about honoring your sacred contract even when it's inconvenient. Over time, these acts of commitment strengthen your alignment, making it easier to stay on the path. Remember that discipline isn't just about you. As a chosen one, your alignment impacts those around you. Your energy, your actions, and your presence influence the people you're meant to guide and uplift. Neglecting discipline doesn't just affect your journey, it affects the lives you're meant to touch. The divine chose you because of your potential, your willingness, and your strength. But staying chosen requires action. Discipline is the key to maintaining the flow of divine energy in your life. It's not about achieving perfection, but about showing up consistently for yourself, your mission, and the higher forces guiding you. When discipline becomes a way of life, you create a foundation that cannot be shaken. The storms of life may come, but your connection to the divine will remain unbroken. Through discipline, you honor your status as a chosen one and ensure that your light continues to shine brightly in a world that desperately needs it. Toxic relationships and negative influences. Relationships are a profound part of the human experience, but for chosen ones, they carry even greater weight. The people you surround yourself with have the power to either uplift you or pull you away from your divine purpose. Toxic relationships and negative influences are among the most subtle yet destructive forces that can strip you of your status as a chosen one. They don't just affect your emotions, they infiltrate your energy, cloud your judgment, and disconnect you from the divine alignment that sets you apart. As a chosen one, your energy is a precious resource. It's the fuel that powers your spiritual gifts and keeps you aligned with your mission. But toxic relationships act like energy vampires, slowly draining you of vitality and focus. These aren't always obvious adversaries. They can come in the form of friends, family, romantic partners, or even colleagues. Their influence may not always appear harmful at first, but over time, their negativity erodes your peace and clarity. Toxic relationships often manifest as constant criticism, manipulation, or emotional instability. They may make you question your worth or your purpose. These individuals may not understand your calling and may even mock or dismiss it, planting seeds of doubt in your heart. They often operate from a place of fear, jealousy, or unresolved pain, and their energy can seep into yours, clouding your ability to stay centered in your divine truth. One of the most dangerous aspects of toxic relationships is their subtlety. They often disguise themselves in familiarity, making it difficult to recognize their impact. You may feel obligated to maintain these connections out of loyalty, guilt, or a sense of duty. But as a chosen one, your primary duty is to your purpose and the divine forces guiding you. Allowing toxic influences to persist in your life not only harms you, but also hinders the work you're meant to do in the world. Negative influences aren't limited to personal relationships. They can also include environments, media, and even habits that lower your vibration. Consuming constant negativity, whether it's through news, social media, or toxic environments, can dull your spiritual sensitivity and make it harder to discern divine guidance. These influences distract you, filling your mind with noise and chaos instead of clarity and light. Protecting your energy is not an act of selfishness, it's an act of spiritual self-preservation. Boundaries are essential. Setting boundaries doesn't mean you don't care about others, it means you care deeply about your purpose and the divine energy that flows through you. Boundaries create a safe space for you to grow, thrive, and stay aligned with your higher calling. Detaching from toxic relationships or influences doesn't mean you're abandoning people. It means you're choosing to honor your path. You can love someone from a distance while still protecting your energy. Release the guilt that often accompanies setting boundaries. Remember, your role as a chosen one is to lead by example, and that includes showing others the importance of self-respect and alignment. Healing from the effects of toxic relationships requires intentional effort. First, recognize the impact they've had on you. Acknowledge any pain, doubt, or disconnection they may have caused. Then, actively work to clear your energy. Engage in practices that restore your balance, such as meditation, prayer, or spending time in nature. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, environments that inspire you, and habits that nurture your soul. The divine has chosen you for a purpose, and that purpose requires clarity, focus, and strength. Toxic relationships and negative influences are distractions that can derail you from your sacred mission. By releasing them, you create space for divine energy to flow freely in your life. You were not chosen to carry unnecessary burdens. Let go of what no longer serves you. Protect your energy, honor your path, and surround yourself with those who encourage your growth. In doing so, you reaffirm your status as a chosen one, ready to fulfill your divine purpose with clarity and power. Fear and doubt Fear and doubt are perhaps the most silent and persistent saboteurs for chosen ones. They creep in when you least expect it, casting shadows over your faith and shaking the foundation of your purpose. These forces don't just challenge your spiritual journey, they threaten to derail it entirely. Fear and doubt are the antithesis of alignment, acting as barriers to the divine energy that flows through you. As a chosen one, your path is often fraught with uncertainty. You've been called to something greater, but that calling rarely comes with a clear map. This lack of certainty can open the door to fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, or even fear of your own power can make you question whether you're truly capable of fulfilling your divine mission. Doubt, on the other hand, whispers insidious lies. What if you're not really chosen? What if this is all in your head? What if you're not enough? These questions can feel overwhelming, and when left unchecked, they begin to erode your connection to your purpose. Fear makes you hesitate when you should act, and doubt makes you retreat when you should step forward. Together, they create a cycle of stagnation, keeping you trapped in a state of inaction and self-questioning. Fear and doubt don't just affect your mind. They seep into your energy, lowering your vibration and creating dissonance between you and the divine. This disconnection can manifest as a lack of clarity, a loss of inspiration, or even physical exhaustion. The more you allow fear and doubt to linger, the more disconnected you feel, making it even harder to realign with your sacred mission. It's important to remember that fear and doubt are not signs of weakness. They are part of the human experience. Even the strongest souls face moments of uncertainty. What matters is how you respond to them. Recognize that fear and doubt are not your enemies. They are opportunities for growth. Every time you face these feelings and choose faith instead, you strengthen your alignment with the divine. The first step in overcoming fear and doubt is awareness. Acknowledge their presence without judgment. Denying or suppressing them only gives them more power. Instead, observe them as temporary visitors, not permanent residents in your mind or soul. Remind yourself that these emotions are not the truth. They are simply reactions to the unknown. To counter fear, anchor yourself in faith. Faith doesn't mean having all the answers. It means trusting the journey even when the path is unclear. Reaffirm your connection to the divine through prayer, meditation, or quiet reflection. Remind yourself of the times in your life when you've overcome challenges or received guidance in unexpected ways. These moments are proof that you are not alone and that you are capable of moving through fear with courage. To overcome doubt, return to your why. Reflect on the calling that makes you a chosen one. What is the purpose that ignites your soul? What are the signs and experiences that have confirmed your connection to the divine? By focusing on the deeper truth of your purpose, you can silence the voices of doubt that try to distract you. Surround yourself with supportive influences. Fear and doubt often thrive in isolation, but when you're connected to people who uplift you, their power diminishes. Seek out mentors, friends, or spiritual communities that remind you of your strength and help you stay aligned with your calling. Fear and doubt may never disappear completely, but they can lose their hold over you. Every step you take in faith weakens their grip. As a chosen one, you are called to rise above these challenges, not because you are immune to them, but because you are equipped to overcome them. You are more powerful than the doubts that plague you and the fears that try to hold you back. Remember, the divine chose you for a reason. Trust that calling, lean into faith, and keep moving forward. Fear and doubt may try to pull you away from your purpose, but they cannot strip you of your status as a chosen one unless you allow them to. Keep choosing faith, and you will continue to walk in alignment with your sacred mission. Misses of spiritual gifts. Spiritual gifts are a sacred trust bestowed upon you by the divine to serve a higher purpose. As a chosen one, these gifts are not merely abilities. They are tools for transformation meant to uplift, heal, and guide. However, with great power comes great responsibility. The misuse of spiritual gifts is one of the most profound ways to disconnect yourself from the divine flow and risk losing your status as a chosen one. Misuse doesn't always come with malicious intent. It can start subtly, often as a result of ego, fear, or temptation. Perhaps you use your intuitive abilities to manipulate a situation for personal gain, or you let your spiritual insights fuel your pride rather than humility. Misusing your gifts might involve exploiting others' trust or using your spiritual knowledge to dominate rather than empower. These choices, however small they seem at first, shift your vibration and distance you from the sacred purpose for which your gifts were given. At its core, the misuse of spiritual gifts is a betrayal of the sacred contract you made with the divine. These gifts are not yours to wield however you please. They are entrusted to you for service, not self-interest. When used improperly, they lose their potency. The divine energy that fuels them begins to withdraw, leaving you disconnected from the source of your power. The consequences of misuse aren't just external. They affect your inner alignment. Each time you use your gifts in a way that doesn't honor their sacred purpose, you create dissonance within yourself. This dissonance clouds your judgment, diminishes your clarity, and erodes your connection to the divine. To stay aligned, always approach your gifts with humility and integrity. Ask yourself before using them, is this for the highest good? Does this serve the divine purpose for which I was chosen? When you use your gifts to uplift and serve others selflessly, they flourish. The divine energy behind them grows stronger and your alignment deepens. Remember, your gifts are not yours alone. They are an extension of divine grace. Use them wisely, honor their purpose, and they will continue to be a source of light and power in your life. Misuse them, and they will fade, taking with them the sacred connection that makes you a chosen one. Stay true to the mission, and your gifts will remain a blessing to you and the world. Staying aligned with your sacred path. The path of a chosen one is not an easy road, but it is a meaningful and transformative one. It is a journey filled with opportunities to grow, serve, and embody the divine purpose that has been entrusted to you. Along the way, there will be challenges, temptations, and moments of doubt. But staying aligned with your sacred path is not about achieving perfection. It's about persistence, humility, and a commitment to returning to alignment whenever you stray. The silent saboteurs we've explored: ego, lack of discipline, toxic relationships, fear, doubt, and the misuse of spiritual gifts are universal tests that every chosen one faces. They are not signs of failure, but invitations to deepen your awareness and strengthen your connection to the divine. Recognizing these pitfalls and addressing them with honesty and intention is the key to preserving your status and walking in your purpose. To stay aligned, remember that your calling is not about you. It's about the lives you're meant to touch and the energy you're meant to bring into the world. This perspective can help you transcend the distractions and challenges that arise. When you see your journey as part of a larger tapestry woven by the divine, it becomes easier to release the ego-driven need for recognition or control. Discipline is your anchor. Daily practices like meditation, prayer, journaling, or simply spending time in nature help you maintain clarity and connection. These rituals are not tasks to check off a list. They are acts of devotion that keep your energy aligned with the higher frequencies of love, compassion, and purpose. Even when life feels chaotic, showing up for these practices reminds the universe that you are committed to your path. Protecting your energy is equally vital. Surround yourself with people, environments, and influences that uplift and inspire you. Let go of what no longer serves you, even if it feels uncomfortable. Remember, detachment is not abandonment. It's an act of love for yourself and your mission. The more you create space for positivity and growth, the more easily divine guidance can flow into your life. When fear and doubt arise, meet them with faith. Faith doesn't eliminate uncertainty, but it gives you the strength to move forward despite it. Trust that the divine chose you for a reason, and that every step you take, even the faltering ones, is part of your evolution. The challenges you face are not obstacles, but opportunities to grow stronger and more aligned with your sacred purpose. As a chosen one, your greatest power lies in humility. Acknowledge that your gifts are not yours alone. They are an extension of divine grace. Approach your journey with gratitude, knowing that being chosen is both an honor and a responsibility. Lead with love, act with integrity, and serve selflessly, and the divine energy will continue to guide and sustain you. You are here for a reason. You are part of something much larger than yourself, and your light has the power to inspire, heal, and transform. Stay committed to your path, not because it is easy, but because it is necessary. The world needs the gifts you carry, and the divine is counting on you to honor the sacred contract you accepted. In moments of doubt, remind yourself of this truth. You are chosen because you are capable. You are chosen because you are ready. And you are chosen because the divine sees in you a potential that the world desperately needs. Protect your energy, nurture your alignment, and walk your path with courage and faith. The journey of a chosen one is never over. It is a continuous unfolding of purpose, growth, and connection. Stay aligned, stay humble, and let your light shine brightly. The divine chose you for a reason, and it will continue to guide you every step of the way. Thanks for watching till the end. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below, and let's continue to build a community of like-minded souls dedicated to spiritual growth and personal development. Stay blessed and continue shining your light. Until next time, thank you for being a part of Spirit Guide.